extremely proud of the marketing team. You're going to hear from every team member on our team today. They worked together, collaborated to bring you great social media education, but also hands-on, practical things that you can walk away with. So I hope that it's a meaningful, impactful day for you guys, that you learn a lot. And with that, I would like to introduce Britney Martinez, our own social media expert, to kick off our day and talk about Instagram 101. Britney?
Yes, hi everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. So can everybody hear me okay? Good.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Right. Okay, perfect. So today I'm going to be going over Instagram 101, and I just want to give everyone a reminder that Facebook owns Instagram. So just in case you have both a Facebook account and an Instagram account, we're going to be sure to connect the two, and I'll go over that as we go along. So I want to make sure everybody has an Instagram account and a Facebook account, and just in case you don't, no worries, we'll get you all set up by the end of the day, and I'll be able to share my personal contact information at the end so we can go ahead and further along that process. Okay, so as far as the table of content, the first thing we're going to be discussing is your actual goals on social media. And don't feel intimidated by this. Everybody has a particular goal whenever we're posting, whether that's just to, I don't know, share with your family how your kids are growing up, or maybe you just want to share what you're passionate about or build connections online. When you are posting, you have to be extremely strategic. The next thing, we're going to be going over your bios, and all week I have been on the One Coast Social Instagram page, kind of just peeking at everyone's Instagram accounts if it's public, and just seeing some different things that we can tweak along the way. Then we're going to be discussing the posting schedule. We'll go over the content strategy, and then I'll share some of my favorite tips, because if you guys didn't know, Instagram is my favorite platform. Okay, so how to be more intentional on social media. So guys, it's really easy. I like to narrow it down to 4 different categories. So the first one is to get educated. So this means you can share new products, you can share different trends, you can promote different events, you can talk about different types of music that you like. A lot of people like to follow people that they can learn from. So whether it's just a Tip Tuesday, whether you're just sharing what's trendy for this season, a lot of us don't know, or maybe we're so busy in our personal lives that following people on Instagram who are innovative and who are in the loop, I like to say, it's very beneficial for us. The next thing, of course, is to be entertained. Now, this is my favorite type of content. So maybe you just have a funny video, a relatable meme, or a lighthearted piece of content from your family and friends. Feel free to share it. Some of us may be having a not so good day, and so we jump on Instagram and we see something that makes us smile or that makes us laugh. And please make sure you guys are following One Coast on Facebook. I'm trying my best, fingers crossed, to make you guys laugh at least once a week with a relatable meme, especially for the holidays. So the next thing is very essential, which is networking. So a lot of us have these social media accounts to be able to meet people that maybe we wouldn't, because they don't particularly live in our local area. Of course, because of COVID, everyone's kind of just secluded in their own homes. So social media allows you to still build those networks and maintain those connections online. And this is very important for our TMs as well. So with networking, whether that's just your coworkers, your family or friends, or maybe potential business partners, you have to be networking online. And that also includes making sure you're checking your DMs and responding to comments on social media. And then the last thing is, of course, to get inspired. And this is great because you never know who's watching, especially if your profiles are public. You never know who checks out your page. You may comment somewhere and have someone just click on your page just to see who you are, what are you all about. And you never know, you may end up making some brand new connections that could be beneficial in the future. So this is the main goal as far as social media and the intention you should have behind social media as you're posting. So just to make it a little more easier, I'm going to ask you all, what are your goals? So creating measurable goals is very important on social, just so you can see proof of the content. So you want to be very specific, make sure the goals are measurable, they're attainable, of course they're relevant, and they're timely. So for an example, you may say, I want to reach 1,000 followers by the end of 90 days. Or you may say, I want to build new connections with 5 people this month. And so just keep that in mind when you are creating goals for yourself. Make sure that it's realistic and make sure that it's something that you can personally get done with your busy schedules. Okay, so now we are going to talk about bios. So as I was snooping around on some of your profiles this week, I found 2 great bios that I absolutely love. And as you guys can see with Ellen, she is very descriptive, which I really like. So when we're thinking about your bios on social media, you kind of just want to explain who you are, what do you have to offer, what are you all about, and most importantly, what are you more passionate about. So for Ellen, she says where she's from or where she's located, plus the surrounding areas, which is great. And she says that she's a rep for the best home decor and gift lines. And I love that because it also shows how enthusiastic she is about what she does, which is pretty cool. And if I was reading that for the first time, I would be a little curious about, you know, why is it the best and exactly what do you do? How long have you been doing it? So her bio may even intrigue someone to go ahead and message her one-on-one just to see what's going on. Now, as far as Tracy, I love the emojis in her bio. It's my, sorry guys, I love the emojis in her bio. It's my favorite, and this really relates to me because I like using emojis as well. And she says exactly what she does, that she's located in the greater Dallas area. She even includes her email, which is great, and then she narrows down the niche that she's in. So wholesale home, the women's division, and kids, and she's just very specific about what she does. So when you are thinking about the type of bios to use, please keep in mind to keep it fun, keep it light, but you want to be very descriptive. And so your Instagram bio should also say a lot about your personality. Social media isn't as serious as some people may make it seem. So you want to be sure to really come across as exactly how you are in real life. Okay, so just to break it down a little bit more for you all, and hopefully everyone has a piece of paper and a pen, but the first thing you're going to do is create your username, so aka your handle. So it should be your first name plus the brand you represent, or your first name plus one coast, or your first name plus OC, just to give you guys some examples you may want to use. So try your best to really brand yourself depending on the brand you are representing or just one coast, completely up to you. The next thing is your profile photo, of course, and a good headshot is perfect. Just make sure it has great lighting, and I love natural sunlight, so you can even stand by a window, give us a smile, and that's just fine. Now the third thing, of course, is going to be your bio. So where you're located, what industry are you in, what company do you represent, the type of content we will see, or maybe even the people that you serve. So when your potential business partner checks out your page, they know that you can help them and they know exactly which division you represent. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about the type of bio to use. And then the last thing is the call to action. action. So as you guys can see, Tracy had her email in her bio. I think that's great. You can even say DM me or feel free to reach out to me, or you can also add your own bios in your own, your own emails in your own bios. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about how you can upgrade your profiles. Okay, so this is one of my favorite quotes that I found for you all, and it says, "It's a dialogue, not a monologue." And some people don't understand that. Social media is more like a telephone than a television, and this is so important for my introverts. So just in case you're an introvert, try to keep that in mind. We don't just want to see you and see you and see you. We want to hear from you. We want to see videos. We want to know, what does your voice sound like? How's your personality? Where are you located? And this also means that you should be responding to people who interact with you online. Don't forget that you can't just post and put the phone down. It's a two-way street. So make sure you are responding to your comments, checking out your DMs, checking your messages, and really being as helpful and resourceful as you possibly can. Now, I know this may seem like it's going to take a lot of time, but trust me, by you just picking 15 minutes out of the day to really interact with people on social media, it's going to be beneficial in the end. Okay, so I wouldn't be resourceful if I didn't help you guys to be able to come up with some content ideas. So just to narrow it down to 4 different niches, the first one is to promote and share. So if you're wondering, what do I promote? What do I share? Especially if you're a private person, you can always share different products. You can do an unboxing video. You can do a behind the scenes video during your meetings, or you can just share some exciting new announcements. And don't forget that everything doesn't have to be about what you do. Maybe the new announcement is a new baby in the family, or a new haircut, or a new car that you just bought. You never know. The second thing is to show your personality. And this doesn't mean to completely step outside of yourself in order to get engagement. Just be yourself. I promise you'll be enough. So whether that's through video content, sharing your favorite emojis, using relatable hashtags, or even reposting content that you personally relate to, can be just enough. And a lot of people, I feel, don't repost content enough. Just in case you don't have something to post, someone else might, and it may be something that you feel your followers can relate to. Go ahead and reshare that. The third thing is to be relatable. So what type of music do you like? What type of events were you recently attending? What type of movies do you enjoy, especially around the Christmas time? And then what type of decor do you really enjoy? You never know who you may be able to relate to, and they may reach out to you just because they feel like you guys may be like internet best friends. Or they may just feel like you get it. And because of that, they feel more open to work with you instead of someone else. And then the last thing is to start a conversation. So ask your audience questions. Give them a call to action. Give your audience a deadline. And then the last thing, of course, is to respond to your audience. That is so important. Because again, you never know who could be waiting for you to respond in order to spark that new conversation, okay? And here are some great examples that I found as I was snooping again. And these examples are great. I love this shirt that says "Womankind, kind woman." It actually has nothing to do with anything too serious or too aggressive. It's just her sharing, you know, she may be a feminist, or it may be Women's Day, I don't know. Or maybe that shirt really means something to her, and so she shares that. She posts a caption that's relatable, and a bunch of women may be able to relate, or they can repost. Or you can see a happy customer here inside the store, which is one of my favorites, all smiles. Or maybe your family and friends really enjoy the products that you are behind. So it's very important to just think outside the box and kind of just see what you can share that'll make someone be more encouraged. Again, here are some more examples that I absolutely love. So we have one TM on Facebook Live. We have another TM at a showroom. And as you can see, they're all smiles. They love what they do and they're just having fun with it. And I think that's most important, what you guys want to start showing more often. Okay, so now we have 3 actions on Instagram. So the first one is to try your best to post more consistently. So at least 3 posts a week is recommended, but no worries. If that seems like a lot, you can break it up. So maybe one day you want to go on live on Facebook or Instagram. Maybe you just want to share a story that's only available for 24 hours, so it eliminates the pressure a bit. Or you want to go ahead and post a photo on your actual page. Completely up to you, but try to challenge yourself. And if not, we can start off with once a week, bump it up to twice a week, and then we can finally hit that 3 post a week goal. The next one is to use hashtags, and this is so important. So searchable hashtags are a way for people to find you, especially if they don't know who you are, if they would have never came across your page. By using hashtags, you're putting yourself in that pool for people to be able to find you. And that includes brands, locations, or categories of the actual photo. And then the third action is to follow the right people. Please make sure on social media you all are following brands that you personally love, clients, other TMs, of course, One Coast, and then you want to follow any decor pages, any inspirational pages that you may feel you relate to. This also keeps you up to date or up to speed on what's trending at the moment. So just make sure you're very involved on social media so you know what's going on in your actual industry. Okay, now let's talk about Instagram captions. So a lot of people have trouble as far as captions, and this may be discouraging you all when it comes to posting on social media. So when it comes to your captions, I always say lead with the good stuff. So share a story, share a joke, make us laugh, maybe something heartfelt. Maybe you just want to share how you're feeling for the day. It doesn't have to be too deep. And then you want to give a call to action. So this can be anything from comment below, drop an emoji, shoot me a direct message, tag someone below. The next thing is to always include at least 3 to 4 hashtags, and you'll get into hashtags today, so no worries. And then you may want to add some emojis to give yourself some pizzazz. Or you can give some helpful information. So that could be anything from follow this page, click the link in my bio, direct message me for the link if you need it. And so you just want to be as resourceful as possible while you're sharing your personality, and then you're also just giving free information, if that makes sense. Okay, so here are some examples just in case you guys need a few. So the first one is that's a wrap on a company event. You can talk about a new product and say it's now live. You can say who you're working with at the moment and tag your partner or the company. You can say, let us know in the comments, share your plans below, or click the link in our bio. And if you want to be a little more heartfelt or just a little more lighthearted, I would say, you can say high five to anyone who hit their goal for the quarter. Happy Monday, happy Friday. I love to use emojis as well, so just keep that in mind. And next is Instagram videos. So this is my favorite. I'm an extrovert, so videos are a lot of fun. But just in case you are an introvert or you just don't really feel comfortable in front of the camera, here are some quick tips that'll help you and it'll make the process a lot easier. So the first thing is to share an inspirational message. You can interview someone, you can tell a story that's relatable and maybe a little inspiring. You can promote new launches. You can sell new products on Instagram Live. You can share some style tips or decor ideas, or you can make a huge announcement and kind of just build up the hype around that announcement. So when you're going on Instagram Live, I always say write down a few bulletin points just so you don't choke up or you don't freeze. It's happened to me before, to be honest. So the bulletin points or the sticky notes definitely help you to be able to flow. I'm actually using them right now. And the next thing is how to connect Instagram to your Facebook page. Okay.